Charmaine, and this is going to be a tour of my island named Pastelia. I'll be announcing the winners of the tumbler giveaway I was hosting near the end of the video, but if you want to skip to that, you can click the timestamp in the description. Anyway, some notes before we start the tour. My island is currently set to April 10, just for the pink trees, which I thought would be super cute for this tour, and yeah, so let's start. So, a little backstory, Pastelia was named after my old town in New Leaf, but not because I wanted to recreate it in New Horizons. For Pastelia Island, I kind of just decorated as I went with no real plan other than keeping the bottom half of my island more of the town area and then the top half more of the wild or natural area, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is my main entrance area. And I kept it pretty simple for the most part because I couldn't really do too much to it anyway with my resident services plaza being so close by. However, I do plan to keep this area pretty seasonal, like changing out the fences and flowers when the seasons change, and I do plan to switch the fences out for hedges or some of the new bushes that came out recently. I just haven't been able to play with the new update yet. But yeah, this is my main entrance area. And then if you go this way, you'll see a sign that points to the village, which is my island's gated community. So I kind of envisioned to have a gated community in my town area where all my villagers will live, and I planted some cedar trees in the front for a little more privacy. But anyway, I won't actually go in any houses to save time, but I will show you what villagers I have and kind of talk about this area a little more. So it is quite cramped here, but this house is Raymond's house. And then next to Raymond is Marshall. And then next door is Beau's house, I believe. Yes, and next to Beau is Diana. And yeah, as you can see, it's very tight here, but I did what I could to fit all 10 villagers and still have enough room for a little community area in the middle. And this is Molly's house. And yeah, this is what I mean. So this is the community area where villagers will actually sit near the picnic blanket and actually fish in the pond. I'll insert some photos here. And yeah, I'm quite happy that they actually make use of it at least. And this is where Maple lives. And then behind Maple is where Judy lives. And then next to Judy is where Meringue lives. And then next to Meringue is Marina's house. And then, of course, next to Marina's house is Zucker's house. And yeah, so that's my island's gated community. And now we'll head down past where the entrance is to Shell Beach. And wait, let me change my outfit first. So with Shell Beach, I was trying to go for a more resort type of vibe and thought the Shell series would look super pretty here too. And yeah, so I laid out some poolside beds with coconut juices on some tables, and then I scattered some Shell speakers playing some nice music, and then I also have a Shell bed here because I thought it was similar enough to Cabana. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And then we'll go this way. Oh, Raymond's here. There's a little sandcastle and a shell fountain. And then also a picnic area with a hammock that my villagers will actually use, which is super cute, and I'll insert a photo right here. And yeah, that's Shell Beach. Oh my god. He's singing! Oh my god, so cute! I love it when they sing. No, I ruined it! Let's leave. So yeah, that was Shell Beach. Outfit change. Sorry, Raymond. So over here, I have some Beachside Stalls, and this one is where I have some Nook Mile tickets ready to go. And the pattern was made by my friend Sora, who's a very talented artist. I'll have her info in the description if you want to check out her stuff. And going this way, there's a cupcake stand too, and then a sea salt popsicle stand. The pattern was also made by my friend Sora. And then going this way, you'll see my Riverside Park. So this was actually inspired by Hangang River Park in South Korea, where you can rent bikes and bike along the river and have picnics with friends, but I didn't actually have space for a picnic area here, so I placed some benches along the river instead, which I thought didn't look bad at all, and I think it actually looks quite nice. Oh yeah, and I also placed some star clocks here because it looks really pretty when they light up at night. And then up here, I have a little painting area with my island flag, which my friend Sora also made for me. And yeah, so that is my Riverside Park. And now we'll go back down to my playground area. So I thought it would be nice to have a playground area in my island because there's so many playground items in this game. There's actually more than what you see here too. But I noticed that this color scheme I'm using is the only color scheme that all of these particular items have in common, so that's why I chose it. I don't really like the color scheme and I wish that there was another color scheme I could use, but it is what it is, and I'm actually not too married to having this area in my island, so I might just replace this with something else, like an area where my villagers can sing and play instruments or something. But yeah, that's my playground area for now. So next we'll head down over to this way to my cafe. So this area was originally just part of a larger park area in my island, but then I had some second thoughts about it, and so I made a second profile and a new house and upgraded it to create a beachside cafe, which I think is a lot better than what I had originally. And yeah, so this is the outdoor seating area, which I think is super cute. Oh, and Zucker's over there. And you can actually sit in all the tables, which is super nice. And then this is the host podium where guests can write their name down to be seated. And here's a menu stand and a coffee sign, which by the way, both of these will be in the description box if you want to grab the codes for them. And yeah, so let's go inside. So this is the main cafe room where customers will be seated, and I went with a very rustic and kind of beachy vibe with the entire first floor of the cafe. And yeah, so there's some autographs on the wall from famous people who visited, and a water dispenser, and a lot of seating areas with a lot of plants, and then more autographs and cream and sugar. Yeah, a lot of stuff hanging from the walls. And yeah, so that's the main room, and then we'll go to the kitchen. So I envisioned that this cafe would have coffee, other drinks or shakes, and cakes on their menu, so I decorated according to that. And yeah, so I have espresso machines on ironwood furniture, and I have a cake mixer or cake mixers, and then let's open the fridge. Clothes? What? Oh my gosh. And then I have smoothie mixers here, and then cakes on the island, and then I like how they look like they're ready to go for the next orders. And then when you exit the kitchen, I also like how it makes it look like you're pushing the next order out, which I thought super cute. And yeah, so let's head to the office. So this is the cafe's owner's office, and so I placed a lot of awards on the back to make it seem like this cafe is award winning and very successful. And then I also placed some ocean themed decorations because I assume that the owner is in love with the ocean since he has a beachside cafe, or that's what I like to think. And then, yeah, so just a bunch of office decorations and such here. Very simple, I think, with stacks of papers and coffee. And yeah, I really liked how his office turned out. And then let's head to the next room. So this is the private room that can be reserved for birthday parties. And so I came up with this idea because of how it's quarantine right now and we can't celebrate birthdays in real life or have parties at all. So I thought it would be super neat to have a designated area in my island where I can invite friends over and celebrate their birthdays in game. And yeah, so I thought that it would be super nice to have for me and my friends. And now let's head upstairs. So this is the cafe owner's studio, and this is his workbench and his closet area and then his living room. So I designed his studio to kind of be a reflection of my main room in my own house, which is very modern, but I wanted his to be a bit more masculine. So I used the cafe wall with the pretty windows and then placed the stereo under his TV, and then I layered some custom patterns that I created to look like layered rugs, which I think looks super cool. And I also gave him a switch and made it look like he plays with it with his morning coffee. And yeah, and then this is his kitchen area, which is very white and modern, and his bedroom area. And yeah, so that is the cafe owner's studio, and this is actually the last room of the cafe, so that concludes the cafe tour, and we'll head outside now. Next, we'll head to Bay Beach, and wait, let me change my outfit first. Okay, so Bay Beach is the beach for all the festivities like fishing and sports on Pastelia Island. And so there are some drying racks here from the fishing tourney, and then if you head this way, I have a rental stand where you can seemingly rent fishing rods and surfboards. You can't actually surf in this game, but they all look really nice displayed like that. And yeah, then if you head back this way, I have a lifeguard chair and a fresh cooler for fish here. And then on my dock, I have an anchor from the fishing tourney. This is where I wish Red would dock his boat instead of my private beach, but I'll talk about that later. Then if you head this way, I have a volleyball for beach volleyball. But yeah, so this beach is mainly used for fishing, and this area is actually where I do a lot of my fishing, and I have little rest areas on the side. And then this is my lighthouse, which looks a lot prettier at night. But yeah, so that is Bay Beach. And then this next area is... wait, I have to change first. So this is what I call Two Lovers Point Lounge, and I actually took the name from a really famous tourist attraction called Two Lovers Point in the island of Guam, where I was born and raised, but I didn't recreate it or anything. This lounge is more of a seaside lounge with a romantic ambiance, like a proposal is happening and there's live music. But yeah, I wanted to name it Two Lovers Point more because of the fact that the proposal is happening on the elevated part of the beach. But yeah, anyway, let's just walk right over. So I have a host podium again for guests to write their names down, and then over here I have a little waiting area. And then if you walk this way, I have the first table on the right, and on the left is the actual proposal area. And yeah, I have a ring box here that kind of looks like a Tiffany & Co. ring box, which is why I chose it. But I just wish we could customize the color of the ring because we can't. And yeah, then I have more tables here. And then up here is where the live performance is. And you can actually play instruments in New Horizons, which is really fun, but it's just sad that my villagers won't come here since it's too far away from the plaza and their houses. But yeah, and then there's a little mic over here for the singers. Oh no, what am I doing? No. Okay. Yeah, so that's for the singers, and yeah, so that is Two Lovers Point Lounge. And next we'll head back down to the entrance area to explore the east side of the island. And I hope you guys are enjoying the tour so far. This is me editing right now and I'm getting kind of bored. But yeah, so let me just change first over here and then let's teleport. So up here is my residential services plaza where KK Slider is currently performing. I think he performs every Saturday, which is nice, or he usually does. And then on the left I have a little phone booth, and on the right is one of my favorite items in the game, which is the tiny library. And then to the right of this is my museum area. And I have a popcorn machine that actually pops popcorn, which is sweet. And then I have a T-Rex fossil displayed here because I'm pretty basic. And then down here is Fruity Pebble Beach. And let me change first. So Fruity Pebble Beach is a more family-oriented beach where you can buy fruit and just chill on the beach in this part of the island. So this idea first started with having some stands that sell fruit by the beach. And these patterns were also by my friend Sora, by the way. But anyway, yeah, so I wanted to have some fruit stands that would sell fruit, and then you can eat them on the beach and have a picnic. And then I wanted to scatter some astrology fragments here that come in different colors, which I replaced with star clocks because they were dropping my island rating. But yeah, so the fragments sort of looked like pebbles, so that's why I named this area Fruity Pebble Beach. And I think I'll probably bring back the fragments now that I don't have to care about my rating. And yeah, so I'll just take you around. So this first area is the picnic area with a lot of fruit, coconut juice, and a watermelon that's actually a beach ball. And down here is a sand castle and then a bucket of water, which I remember using as a kid, so that's why I put that there. And then up here is a cup of beach towels where you can read a book and take a nap. And then up here is the little kiddie area with a kiddie pool and another beach ball. And then up here is the more adult area with some lounge chairs near a fire pit. And yeah, so that is the end of Fruity Pebble Beach. And next we'll go down here. Wait, let me change first. So here's a little wishing well, and then next to it is my turnip area when they were all still alive. I had to travel back in time to record my flyby, so that's why they all spoiled. But yeah, so this is my marketplace area, and up here is Nook's Cranny. I added red tulips all around to match this little watering can here, but I found out that it's seasonal, so I'll probably change out the flowers with each season. And yeah, so I have a little fortune cookie stand here, and then I have some vending machines, and I put my Able sisters here. And then down here is a little resting area with a fountain, which is super cute. And then up here is my campsite. So my campsite area is the first thing I ever terraformed, and I really struggled because it was hard to make this area feel more natural because it's still in the marketplace area, but I tried. And yeah, so this is the actual campsite, which doesn't get used a lot because I have 10 villagers and they seem to be more rare. And then I have a campfire cooking thing going on here, which you can actually sit with 2 people. And then down here I have a water pump, which I brought back from my old town in New Leaf, and I used the same QLR drain and everything. And then down here I have a barbecue going on, and then a picnic table next to it, which can sit 4 people, and it's fully accessible, which is really nice because usually things pushed up against each other are impossible to sit at. And yeah, so that is my campsite, and we'll go down here to my 100% free market. So this is where I drop any DIY recipes or items that I don't need, and then whenever I open my gates, my friends can come and take anything that they want. I am not 100% satisfied with this area yet, so it's probably going to change later. But yeah, so we'll head up here, which leads to my orchard, but we'll skip that and come back to it later. And we'll also skip the national park first and go to this area, which is my random dried octopus stand. I kind of made this just because I really wanted to use that stall pattern. And I placed a fresh squid here because there aren't any octopi in the game, which is surprising. And then I placed a ticket next to it because from my experience in Japanese festivals, you usually purchase tickets near the admission and then use that as your currency for buying food. So that's why I placed a ticket there. And then over here, I placed a dim sum basket for food because there isn't any other food item in the game other than like the bamboo bento thing. But yeah, I decided to go with the dim sum basket here. And yeah, so that is the Japanese stand that I have. And then here is Flamingo Beach, but let me change first. So I got the idea for Flamingo Beach after placing some flamingos in Bay Beach. I noticed that if you rotate them, they kind of give the illusion of flamingos naturally congregating, and I have the bunny day lamps functioning as flamingo eggs here too. And yeah, so I have some more flamingo couples and then a little area where people can feed them. I thought that the fish bait could pass as something you could feed flamingos, so that's why I placed them there. And then here's a little sitting area. And then up here, I thought it would be funny to place a crab and make it look like the flamingos are about to eat him. And then over here, I placed a hot pink flamingo because I thought it would be cool to kind of have a flamingo leader. So yeah, that is Flamingo Beach. And next we'll head back down over here. And let's change my outfit again. So this is my national park area, and I actually didn't really know what to do with this area of my island until I decided I wanted to have a more natural area. And yeah, so this is where a lot of the ducks live. I created some nests for them to make it feel a little more realistic. And then over here, I wanted to make it look like I chopped down a tree and created a natural campfire area, and I really like that you can sit here with up to 4 people, and the marshmallows are super cute too. And I planted a lot of weeds here, but I can't figure out how to get them to grow, so if anyone knows how to do that, please comment down below. That would be super helpful. And over here is a kinda hidden ocean viewing area, which I kept pretty simple because I come here to wish on stars. And yeah, so that is the national park area. And next we'll head back to the orchard. So the orchard is a pretty standard orchard other than having a fruit table in the middle. And yeah, so I have rows of each fruit tree and then another ocean viewing area here that I kept pretty simple too for wishing on shooting stars. But yeah, so that is my pretty standard orchard. Nothing too special. And then we'll head left to my little farming area. So I have some ducks living here and then a shipping bin. And I'm a huge Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons / Stardew Valley fan, and I really liked how a rotated beehive kind of looks like a shipping bin from those games. And then I have some yellow hyacinths here because I thought that they kind of look like corn, but I am planning to replace them with the crops that are coming to the game in the future. And then if you hop over this way, I have a little swing tucked away near my waterfall, and I kind of decorated it to be all white in this area. And yeah, and then if you cut through here, it leads to my flower field. So this sign was also made by my friend Sora, and I really love it. Like, look at that detail. But anyway, this is the area of my island that I'm the most proud of because it took a lot of hard work, tears, and time traveling. But yeah, so let's walk over to the entrance. I have a little tea area out front for two, and then I have some golden watering cans on a stall for any friends of mine who want to grab one. And then I'll cut to me walking through the flower field now. So I hope you enjoyed that little walkthrough, and now we'll continue on with the rest of the tour. So this area is the entrance to my house, and if you didn't know, you can place your mailbox away from your house after a certain house upgrade, and that's what I did here. I also placed a package out front because in real life I'm always online shopping, so I tend to always have a package waiting for me. So I thought placing one here would be pretty accurate. And then if you head this way, I have a bamboo doll that marks where the path to my secret onsen is. And yeah, it's pretty fun. And then if you follow the path, you'll see my secret onsen that I really like. Very soothing area. But I also really like it because it actually is connected to my backyard. And yeah, so I have a little picnic area here with a picnic set and a pet flamingo, and then I have my laundry here hanging outside. And then I also have a private beach here, but with the new update, this is actually where Red will dock his ship. So I don't know, I might just keep it as is because he doesn't visit every day, and maybe it could be part of why it's a private beach, so like no one knows he's docked here. And since I'm basically his only customer that he sells to, it can kind of make sense for me to help him stay low. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, let's head up here to my house. So my front yard is basically a garden of lily of the valleys that you get once you hit a 5-star island rating. And then I have a stargazing area here. A lot of areas to wish on shooting stars on my island. But yeah, so the only thing left now is a house tour, so let's head inside. So this is my main room, my living room / dining room, and I went for a very minimalist, modern, kind of Scandinavian vibe because that's what I went with for my real life apartment as well. And yeah, so this is the living room area with a Pia Wallin rug. And then I placed the Animal Crossing Switch there because I have one in real life too. And then moving on. Come on. Okay. So this is the dining area with a cake and some table settings, and then I have a little sitting area over here, and then I have a teddy bear here to kind of just fill in the empty space. And yeah, so that is my main room, and then let's head to my bathroom slash laundry room. So here is the sink and then the toilet, and then over here is the shower with dual showers, and this way is the bathtub, which is running right now, and this is the little laundry area. And yeah, so that is my bathroom. And now let's head to my kitchen. So this is my take on a mint and orange ironwood kitchen, and I don't really have much to say, so yeah, that is my kitchen room. Next, we'll head to my office slash gaming room. So for this room, I kind of went for a lo-fi and chill vibe. I customized the laptop to show the lo-fi beats to study to girl, and on my desktop I have some code open to kind of hint at what I do for a living, and I have some posters on the walls and a snack area in the back, and then I have a starry garland because they kind of look like string lights, and then some bookshelves. And yeah, that's my office slash gaming room. And next, let's head to my storage slash workshop room. So this room is pretty self-explanatory. I have my HHA awards on the wall and on the floor here. And then on top of each shelf, I have some materials for easy access when I'm crafting. I also like keeping them on the shelves because it doesn't take up room in my storage. And I have my workbench here and a clock, and yeah, so this room's pretty practical. But yeah, that is my storage slash workshop room. And finally, we'll head to my favorite room, my master bedroom. So because there aren't any really modern looking beds in the game right now, I went for a rustic beachy vibe again, and am super happy with how it turned out because I was pretty stuck with how I wanted my room to look like, but I think it looks a lot better now. And yeah, so this is actually the last room of my house, which means that this is the last stop of the island tour. So I just wanted to say thank you if you've stuck around for the entire video, and if you're watching to hear about the giveaway winners, you're at the right spot. So I took my list of notes and then randomized them using random.org, and then I used that to pick 5 numbers as well. And so the winners are these lovely people on screen right now, and I'll be messaging them on Tumblr about receiving their prizes if I haven't already. And yeah, thank you to everyone who participated, and I also wanted to let you guys know that I'll be having more giveaways on my blog linked down below that people who don't have Tumblr could participate in too, so stay tuned for that. And also, I am planning to upload more videos soon, probably more Animal Crossing content, so if you're interested in that, please subscribe so that you'll know when I have something new to share. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.